these are items that we think are modeling in nature. And here, you will see that this is the order in which we think about them. So these are items, and one thing that this allows us to show you is that not only are we thinking about the different set domains, but we're thinking about the different child emotional competencies. And so we're thinking about, is this item lining up mostly with emotion knowledge or emotion regulation? Because what we are trying to do is to have full coverage, right? We're trying to have modeling items that cover the child competencies, and we're trying to have modeling items that line up with the low end of what modeling is, and the middle and the highest end. And so it takes a lot of thinking to work through all of that. So I'm not saying we've nailed it, I'm just saying this is where we are now. So if you are interested in what we came up with, you can log in, or not even log in, go to Kate's website and go to the presentation, and you'll see toward the end are these item examples. There's modeling, teaching.
Note that if you downloaded the slides earlier, we didn't put the answers in there before. So these are live, brand new, fresh slides.
We didn't want the answers sitting there, right? In case some of you were logged in. Okay, so modeling, teaching, reaction items, and relationship items are all there. If you are interested in trying them out, whatever that might look like for you, you are welcome to do that. Let us know how that goes, though, please. And we would be very curious to hear from you. Now, just to take a step back and think about these observations in general and how it relates to professional development. One thing that we are really hoping that you got out of this session, maybe just a hint of this idea, is to think about what's next for a teacher. So often we think about these best practices, and the bar is way up here, and the teacher that you're working with is here. And I mean, think if you're familiar with the class and instructional support, you know that the means for that are very low. And we're talking about things that for most classrooms are going to be way out of reach. And so instead of adopting that best practices mentality, which isn't bad, but let's at least also be thinking about what's just the next best thing this teacher could be doing? Is there something that's just a little bit better? Because that probably is within grasp. And you can probably get them to change that behavior a lot easier, and you might be able to shape over time in a way that if you just keep throwing best practices at them, you won't see the change. So that's one thing that we're hoping you just are thinking about as you head back to your respective centers. First, we need to acknowledge the teams of people that we're working with. So there are many other people that are feeding into this work, and Kate and I are really just here as representatives of them. So at both University of Illinois Chicago and George Mason, there are groups of people that are trying to get this to work, and they care a lot about this like we do. And the Department of Education, Institute of Education Sciences is funding this 4-year project. And so we are really thankful to them as well. Okay, I think that in the interest of respecting everybody's time, we will let you all go. Thank you so much for coming. Back to you. This was a really fun session for us. We'll stick around and talk with you if you had further comments or questions. Have we